On today's episode, we dive into CJI 2 and share our thoughts on the current landscape of the tournament.
We talk PGF. Can exciting be too exciting for jiu-jitsu?
More listener questions.
Constipation. Just go, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the pod, episode 98 of the BJJ Balance podcast. Matt, we are inching closer and closer to a few things. Episode 100, the 2-year mark of the pod. That's starting to pop up, you know, like on my Facebook and my Instagram, like 2 years ago, you posted this kind of a thing.
And, 2 years ago, you and Matt wore Christmas hats.
Dude, no,
like
legit 2 years ago, it actually popped up on my feed like 2 days ago or something like that. It's when we had announced, or when I was editing the first episode. So we recorded it, but we didn't release it immediately. I think we were trying to originally bank a couple of episodes up, but we just ended up going with it.
BJJ Blind Date. Hey,
yeah.
You sounded like Gordon Ryan in early episodes.
Did I?
People are like, dude, I'm podding with Gordon right now. Podding with the king right now. I swear. That's what I swear. I was like, I went back sometimes, because sometimes I'm listening to the pod for like clips, and all of a sudden episode 1 will play again.
Oh, really?
And I'll be like, that's probably why it's got so many fucking plays. Episode 1 was popping in. I'm like, fucking Gordon Ryan? Oh, it's fucking Kenny. Freak Party BJJ. Follow him on all your socials. Had a hair on him.
Brother, we have episode 100 coming up, and we're doing something a little different from it. I've only dropped a teaser of it. I'm not going to say exactly what it is, but Matt's not looking forward to it. I'll tell you that much. It's for him probably going to be worse than the ice bath, and we might knock that out the same day.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're trying to fucking kill me. You're trying to give me a goddamn heart attack. That's what you're trying to do. Trying to kill me. Hey, you know what's funny? Let's torture the dude. You can't fucking focus. Then we'll fucking shock him with the cold. Yeah.
Wendy was just like, she's like, well, you know, if you guys wait to do it, like I can come home and I can like entertain Sadie and whatnot. And I'm like, well, like we'll be fine. You know, well, it just seems like an hour. And I said, babe, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know that episode 100 is going to make it to an hour.
What if I was eating them in the tub, dude?
Dunking your head in between bites and whatnot.
Just fucking God. I'm the hot ones challenge is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Look,
I've
had
have you
a Scoville 1 million chicken wing before, and let's just say the boogers, the sweat, I was like, it was bad. It was bad times. It was good times.
I'm going to see what
it was good times for the other people, but it's bad times for me. That night, the ring of death, my fucking booty, dude. The ring of death was on fire, dude. I was like an old Xbox 360 console, dude.
Let me see what we got here. So there's 10 sauces in the box. Tasting notes and heat guide, questions cards. We won't need that. Okay, so I can flip for more. Okay, so the first
read the warning label. Read the disclaimer. Okay.
I don't know that there's a disclaimer in here. This is definitely the box we got because I ordered it from the Hot Ones website.
We're gonna need the questions to be extra fucking, no pun intended, saucy.
And that's what I think is gonna. I don't think we're gonna have topics to talk about. I think we're just maybe gonna recap 2 years, and I think it's gonna be a heavy listener questions episode, which I think will be better.
We can go YouTube live too on that one. Too, I could like station something. We station up another thing while we're doing it, and have like a YouTube live, whether it's either on BJJ Balance, or I could do it on Host Nation, or we would do wherever we want to do it. We could just go live also during, so people could just see me suffering in pain as it's happening. No edits.
I'm trying to see if we can.
I'll make it through. Your boy don't tap. And even though I've lost some weight, your boy don't tap the food. I'll tell you that right now. There ain't been no fucking food that's been like too much. Like, no, I can't. One time when I first started eating sushi, I wasn't People used to call me the closer, which means your boy could take it down, like food challenges and all this kind of stuff. Like your boy was about that life. And when I started eating sushi for the first time, I started liking it. I hadn't really had used to it though. So they're like, you got to eat it all. If you don't eat it all, you got to pay for it, which I think is the retarded thing about sushi. Like, why is there rules on sushi if I don't finish? I can't take it home. Hey, motherfucker, I pay for it. I can take it home. Fuck you.
It says 1 tablespoon of sauce per wing. Water doesn't help. Ice cream and milk are your friends. Keep your bottles on hand for reference and don't forget a bone bowl. And it says wet naps are your friend. Be careful around the eyes and other parts.
I'm probably gonna wear sunglasses that episode.
That's not a bad idea, dude.
Because I did touch my eyes with the Scoville. The bomb and beyond insanity. I've had that before. Not cool, dude. Why do people even make that? People definitely don't. People definitely don't use this for taste. It's definitely a pain thing.
So it says they go up. Tropical Amarillo. It's like each hot sauce goes up. They have a heat level of 1 through 10. So the hottest, 91% pepper and a splash of vinegar, most extreme dab yet. Oh, there is no 10. This is 11 out of 10. The last dab experience. Dude. I'm gonna see if the Scoville levels are on here.
What if we did it something different, Kenny? What if we started bad to
go backwards
first? Backwards. Has anyone ever done it?
Last dab experience. I'm trying to see. It doesn't have Scoville levels on. I'm gonna see flavor profile, nutrition. What do they call this? I want to see if I can Google it. Hot ones, the last dab experience. Hot ones, the last dab experience. Scoville. Oh, fuck me, Matt. Brother, you said you've had a 1 million?
Yeah.
This last one's going to be a 2,693,000 Scoville units.
Cool, dude. That 1 million was not cool, dude. Not cool at all.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one, bro. That's going to be a tough one. Anyhow, that's episode 100.
1 million had me doing stuff with my mouth like a Downsy kid, or like with his first in between his first chick's legs. I was going sideways. I was on camera. I was wrecked, bro. I was damaged.
I think for this one, instead of having microphones on the table, I'm going to do
and our assholes and our bellies.
I think I'm going to do the lavalier microphones.
All right.
And I think I'm going to do one camera, just wide angle of this. I'm going to take my kitchen table. I'm going to take the leaf out so it's shorter. Black tablecloth over it. You and I sitting across from each other. And just fucking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kill this die.
Yeah.
And then throw me in an ice bath.
Yeah.
Fuck him. Nice.
So that's going to be episode 100.
Okay, so hey, let's peel back the curtain a little bit. We've been last week was a pre-recorded episode, so it's been a couple weeks since we actually recorded. We pre-recorded because we knew we had family over currently last week, so we didn't do a weekend before episode. So it's been a couple weeks since we've podded.
Yeah.
Which we used to do early in the podcast. We record 2 and then take some weeks off, and like that. It was like it is a nice, even though I don't think it's smart to do all the time because jiu-jitsu news is always changing.
Right.
But right now in the landscape of jiu-jitsu, where pretty much only thing going is PGF, it was nice to like have the weekend off.
Even it was a busy one. It just happened to line up that I had family coming in the same weekend. You did too. You mean like that wasn't pre-planned or anything like that? We just pure luck. So things happen for a reason. But it was nice to because I took 3 days off of work. I had the Friday off, then the weekend off, and then took Monday, Tuesday off. And I got like 5 days of like pretty minimal internet. Like I really wasn't on socials. I was just kicking it with my kid that I hadn't seen in a couple of years, and the wife and my other kid, and a lot of like just out and about. Like I'm a homebody. My wife hates it. My wife loves being out and about, and so like that's mostly what we did. And I enjoyed it though, because I was spending time with my family. You know what I mean? But I don't get a lot of opportunities to do that. So
I feel like Wendy at Wendy the Barber should be a newscaster, or those like a on the scene reporter, because every time you go to one of her stories, here I am, car ran through a building. Here I am, live gunpoint shooting. I'm like, just start recording, start making the news,
bro.
Trouble finds this girl.
She texted me the one where it was like a Toyota Camry or Toyota Avalon like drove through that pokey place. She sent me the picture like right when she drove by it, and I was like, what? And then I saw her later posted on Instagram with the caption, "Hey, your DoorDash is gonna be late," and I fucking lost it.
First on the scene, like, dude, this chick's I'll only be at the shop till 3 because I'm freaking watching crazy shit happen in the city. She's like Batman.
Well, here's the crazy part about it: is both of those incidents that were days apart, no driver around either vehicle.
Just ghost drivers, dude.
So then I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, dude, is the rapture happening? Are people just disappearing now?
Yay, bro. Hey, you know what happens? People are deuced and they fucking dip.
Yeah.
They flee their cars.
Yeah. So, yeah, wild shit. Wild. What's going on, Temecula? What's going on, Temecula? What is up?
Hey, I don't know, man. Temecula's getting a little wild.
So yeah, not a lot going on in the jiu-jitsu space. Matt and I think were originally planning on heading out to Vegas for CJI. I think that is not going to happen at this point. No need to dive into it, but I know that, we had kind of like maybe hinted at it a little bit, and I, probably both of us had told some people like, I think we're going to do this, but I think the things that are, the way that things are working out, that's not going to be a thing at this point. So I don't know if we maybe cover it, like do a watch party.
Oh, I'm sure we'll cover. I'm sure we'll watch it and then cover it. I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
And talk about stuff like we did it's jiu-jitsu. It's just like we did UFC, BJJ, everything like that. But, I might still go down there for Worlds and be down there at Worlds and IBJJF Worlds that week. But I don't know about CJI. It just didn't seem to work out. It just feels like the steam of CJI is not as spicy as it was last year. And that's just me being part of the media. I made a comment in the past about how it feels like CJI 1 was put together so quickly that they were rushing all this news out. So it was just excitement. And then I thought like, oh, it's kind of cool that they're able to like slow the pace on releasing news for CJI 2. But sometimes I wonder if they've slowed it too much. It's like we're waiting for like the big news. We're waiting like, oh, he's just slow, and all of a sudden it just stayed.
Right.
Like I'm super excited. I mean, I want to watch it. I would love to be there. It just didn't work out. Don't get that wrong. I would love to be there. But it just didn't work out that way, and that's fine. There's a lot of things that unfortunately I don't think worked out for me. I was planning on going to the PGF final. Mm-hmm. And I checked my dates, and I'm teaching a seminar that day. And I was like, oh, well, I don't think I can't do that.
Right.
So there's a lot of things that just didn't work out this year, but you know what? That's what's cool about jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu lasts forever, and there's always next year. And you will be seeing a lot of Kenny and I and a lot of me. And but it's just this year it didn't seem like it really worked out. But we will review it. I might even go live during it. You know what I mean? I don't know. At the house, like watch it, get my reactions live as we're watching it, like whatever. But like I plan on doing content for it and making content because of it. Just unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're at this time. It doesn't, unless something changes and everything, something could. But at this time, it doesn't look like we're going.
Right. I don't know. Some news, I guess, to update real quickly on the merch. I think we're like probably another 3 to 4 weeks out, or I'm sorry, 2 to 3 weeks out from that stuff arriving. Okay. Once I have all of the rash guards and all of the shirts here, then I can start to parcel out the orders and get everything shipped and ready to go. But the orders have been placed for the shirts and the rash guards. We're just waiting on them to be made to come in. So excited to get that out to you guys. Couple of guys.
Oh, yay. I also, hey guys, Kenny came to my class last Monday. Oh. Yeah, dude, this guy comes in.
Let me preface this real quick. Okay. I got tattooed on a Friday, and then I got tattooed I got tattooed on a Sunday, and then I got tattooed the following Friday. So that whole week I didn't do jiu-jitsu. I took the next week off as well because I got tattooed that Sunday. So twice in 1 week, 2 weeks off, went back to jiu-jitsu for a week, got tattooed again, took another week off. Then I was like, oh, my first class, I'll go at 6 a.m. Monday because I was off. Kid was in town. Can't do 6 p.m. because I want to spend time with my kids. So I'm like, I'll go before the whole house wakes up. Go to Matt's class. Now Matt's going to tell the rest of the story. I walk in.
Okay. So we're starting. We have quite a bit of questions. So we're starting questions now. I have one question I'm going to put in right now, just because it really fits in with this story, and then we're going to get into like one topic that I want to talk about. We talked about a couple minutes ago, and then we'll finish the rest of the questions. Cool. So, legs. Producer Mooskies goes, true or false? Constipation is a mindset. Okay. So Kenny comes in. It's early in the morning. It's 5:30, 5:45 in the morning. I'm like, oh, I'm already embarrassed myself on the internet. I'm sure, whatever. He comes in and he's just like, man, he says, I haven't took a shit. I haven't shit in 2 days. He's like, I'm real constipated. And to that, what did I say, Kenny?
Constipation's not real. It's a mindset.
I said constipation is not real. You either got a shit or you don't. There's a lot of people who will be like, I just can't poop, because you don't have to poop. I don't believe in constipation. I think constipation is it's a fallacy. It's fake. It's not real. It's fugazi. It's dumb. You either you're pooping or you're not, dude. Like, I don't believe in constipation. And Kenny goes, I haven't shit in 2 days. And I'm like, oh, we'll square that away for you, dude. I'll get that.
And he says it nonchalantly too. Like, we'll take care of that.
I'll get that shit out of you.
And I'm thinking like, oh, great. When we get to rolls, this fool's going to neon belly me and I'm going to fucking, you know what I mean? I'm thinking I'm going to get smashed by Matt. Don't even roll with Matt that day.
No. And as I'm I put it was a pretty high paced class. So I was doing first points, and I know that could like switch partners, 1 minute rounds, first point win. That could really like up the cardio tank pretty good. And then we did live rounds. So all of a sudden I just see Kenny, we haven't even started that yet. We're doing technique.
Yeah. It was between the second and
then
technique.
I just see Kenny just waddling to the toilet. And I look over at the legs and I go, you going to take a shit? And Nate goes, yep. That's it. I was like, I told you that shit's not real, Kenny. Constipation is not real.
Well, if you got a shit and you haven't, just go to a jiu-jitsu class. It'll
if you got a shit,
fucking solve it.
If you got a shit, poop comes out. If you sit on the toilet and you think you got a shit, no poop comes out, you don't got a shit. It's just how the body works.
This is
you know what I mean?
The most bro science that's ever.
If you're horny, but your dick don't get hard,
you're not horny.
You're not really horny. You're just perverted. You're just thinking nasty thoughts. It happens when it happens. You know what I mean? Like, I'm hungry, but I can't eat.
Then you're not hungry.
You eat when you're hungry. Unless you got your jaw broken. Anyways, so Kenny comes back. He takes his poop. And it was a healthy one, dude, because he was in there for a little bit. He was in there for like 2 techniques, dude. He was in there. He wasn't in there like, it wasn't just a normal jiu-jitsu poop like, oh man, I go quick, make this quick. He's in there taking his time, reading the paper, whatever the fuck he's
because I hadn't pooped in 2 days. So I'm like, if it's coming out now, I'm going to stay here until it's all out. Like, he's like, let's clear these pipes.
I'm not going to ruin this.
No, it was fucking glorious.
So he comes back out. He looks less pale in the face. I'll give him that. It looks like something happened in there. There was this first sparring match was not with us. So he comes out. He gets back on. He gets back on the mat. He's doing tech, and then I start the live rounds, and then after a good class, it was a good class. We had like 30 guys in there. It was a good 30, 35 guys. It was a good class, and we're all sitting on the by the benches, and I'm looking at Kenny, and Kenny's just looking at me like, I'm like, what, you got poop again? Like, I don't know what. He had this like look in his face, and he's like, nah, man, I think I'm going to puke. I'm like, oh yeah? And just like, what? Then all of a sudden I talk to someone else, and then I look back, and Kenny's gone. And I'm like, oh, he didn't even say goodbye. All right. And so then I just continue talking and doing my thing. And all of a sudden, Kenny walks back in and goes, yeah, I just puked twice outside. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it was a rough morning, bro.
My man's I just unleashed the demons.
You did.
Check that Marietta. That's what we do.
Fucking, I was cleansed after that.
The only thing he didn't do was come. Everything else happened.
That's what you think.
Oh. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I love it when Kenny drops in.
Yeah, it was good. It was spur of the moment too. I literally the night before I was like, I asked the wife, I was like, you got plans in the morning time? I think I want to go to jiu-jitsu. And she's like, go for it. And then I text you and Nate like right then. You showed up for it, so
yeah, it was good times. But okay, so I get a text from BMax. A lot of people are talking about this. What do you guys think? What's your thoughts? It's let me see. Bring it up real quick.
You sent me something that's 9.5 minutes long, bro.
Okay, well, there's okay. Basically, the clip is it's the match between Rafael Fiera and Nick Soff, okay, at PGF. Now, if you go back to the PGF Instagrams, you can see the clip. It's a crazy match. It's just crazy transition. It's just like a crazy, like, there's like no position. There's no control. It's just one move after the other. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? And so there's, of course, trolls and everything. There's a lot of negative people saying that's not good jiu-jitsu. It's not good for jiu-jitsu. And to that, I'm like, what do people want, Kenny, from people? Like, we got an organization trying to make exciting jiu-jitsu with the rule set. Go for the kill. You're getting bags of money thrown at you when you get it. You know what I mean?
Explain the money
penalties for stalling.
Explain the money bag thing. I don't quite understand that. I keep hearing the phrase, but I'm not.
Guys like BMAC and Zoltan and certain people in the arena all have bags of cash, and they just if they like what you did, they like the match, they like something you did, they just throw a bag of cash on the match to you, and you get it.
Damn.
It's like Dana White fight bonuses,
right?
But they just throw the freaking bag of cash at you when you do well. But a lot of people are hating and saying that like it's not good for jiu-jitsu, and I'm it's kind of head scratching to me because I'm like, what do you guys want? Because UFC is not good for jiu-jitsu either. Because if UFC if it was a legit fight, they wouldn't reset between rounds. You'd let the jiu-jitsu guy stay on the guy, or you'd reset them back to where they were after the round.
Right.
In a real life, the jiu-jitsu is way more dominant than it is in a sports environment.
Or you just
now BMAC has created a jiu-jitsu environment, a jiu-jitsu league that pushes the pace because he's trying to make it appealing to people watching that don't know jiu-jitsu. And if that's what you're trying to get out of this, that match was exactly what that was. It was exciting. The transitions, the armbar, the bag, boom, 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 boom. It was just so much going on. There wasn't position. There wasn't control. As a jiu-jitsu gi guy, of course, I love control. I love pace. I love pressure. I love slow burn, get to the neck, get to the choke, everything. But that is not what the PGF is. The PGF is speed. It is
athleticism.
It's gas and it's drag racing for jiu-jitsu. It's a jiu-jitsu drag race. You know what I mean? That's what it is. It's not it's not an endurance race. You've got so much time. You've got to make an impact. You got to get your points. You got to get your kills. You got to get your breaks. You got to get out, and you got to do it again.
And brother, I'm watching this match right now where you're talking. This is fucking great.
Yeah.
Who's bitching about this?
Yeah, he said. Yeah,
bro,
he
texted
me.
This is fucking great.
See how crazy it is?
Dude,
they're just on each other.
This back kick that he just did from the dude was sitting guarding, literally just like somersaulted over his head, scooped him up and took his back. That's fucking phenomenal. This is all good.
Yeah, I agree.
There's nothing sloppy about this. It's very technical, which normally when you have super technical jiu-jitsu, you lose people because it's so high level that it's just like that's where I think the term like leg spaghetti comes around. You know what I mean? But even these leg exchanges,
people are saying it's not technical. It's not the jiu-jitsu. They're saying it's not technical jiu-jitsu. It's just scrambles.
I mean,
but like,
but they're not just scrambling. They're scrambling and landing in positions. You can't do that unless it's technical. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not textbook, slow pace, cookum jiu-jitsu. No.
This is what no-gi, if you're trying to, for the people who say no-gi is better than gi, this match right here is what they show. Because there's no grabbing the gis, there's no control, right? It's a constant scramble. But that's what the PGF, that's what BMAC, that's what Zoltan, they want the pace pushed.
Right.
Both these guys could probably slow it down and take their time if they didn't have a timer or didn't have, Drew with a fucking ready to stall their ass.
Right.
I think PGF this season has done the coolest thing, because I was talking to BMAC again. The coolest thing about this season is the lighter weights, they get the fuck after it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's the tank, it's endless tanks.
And that's just what I was getting ready to say. Okay, I'm gonna look at the camera. If you think this match is boring, if you watch this and you think this match is boring, shut the fuck up. This is not boring. You are just jealous that you can't, one, probably move like this. Two, you definitely don't have the gas tank to do this for 10 minutes. You are out of your fucking mind, or 6 minutes, or whatever their round length is now. But this is phenomenal jiu-jitsu. It's phenomenal. It's very technical. You can't say there's no technique here. It's very technical. These guys are literally going full bore, nonstop, trying to get a kill. Like, I see them skipping past leg techniques to try to get to the back because there's more points there. Like, they're being, bro, it's positionally. This is, you know what this looks like? This is how good this looks, in my opinion. When you see 10th Planet has something called 10 Planet warm-ups, and they have different letters and there's the A warm-up, the B warm-up, the C warm-up, and they have a beginner, intermediate, and advanced version of each one. And basically the beginner one is so many techniques. The advanced is the same beginner one with more added to the end, and the advanced is even more added to the end. So they become very long. And there are these technical exchanges, and it's meant to just build muscle memory as far as, like, guy A goes for armbar, guy B rolls out of armbar, guy A goes back. You know what I mean? It's just a back and forth exchange. It's like speaking lessons with a language. Like, you know, I'm going to say this, you're going to say this. We're going to have these back and forth phrases and kind of build a conversation up until we become so proficient at what we're saying in that conversation that we now understand what all those words are and how to use them. This looks like a 10th planet warm up, like just the way that these guys are going back and forth, like their muscle memory and ability to like respond to what the other guy is saying when he's speaking jujitsu to him is fucking phenomenal. It's so fluid. It's so back and forth. This is such a good match. And anybody that has anything negative to say about it, it's got to be just a jealousy factor or it's just so over your head that you don't get it. But you don't have to be a black belt to understand what just happened in this match. This was such a good match.
I think the week off, the once a week, has really helped because we've been there the last 2 years and it was a 1 week blitz. So you have like 1 day to like make adjustments to the rule set and the style and the pace and the speed. I think the week off is really allowing these guys, one, to rest their bodies. Two, it's allowing them to download the rule set and what's important and what you need to do and strategize for the next week. So you're, like you said, you're seeing guys, oh, I'm not going for the leg break. I need the neck. I need more points because they're all trying to like position themselves. It's been a good season. And not a lot of draws. A lot of this straight to the always finishes. And then all these guys that you see in the PGF, these are the guys you're going to see in UFC BJJ. These are the guys you're going to see. Some of the names are going to be at CJI too. They're all PGF vets.
You know what I like about this too, about the breaking it up over long periods? A couple of things. One, yes, they do have more in the gas tank each week because they didn't just go 3 matches the night before, you know? Two, I think the idea of injuries is, and somebody falling out of the season because of injury might lessen a little bit because of that. 3, it's giving these guys an opportunity of how to figure out what to say when the camera's off so that when the camera's on, they can be on. That's something that Matt and I have preached about professional jiu-jitsu athletes since this pod has started. You're going to have to develop personalities if you want to be big in the space, and allowing these guys opportunities to build some steam behind what they're going to say, to do some camera work on their own socials, talking shit about the guys that they know that are going to face the following week, building some rivalries, during the season and whatnot. I think the guy doing it best, in my opinion, overall, the personality doing it the best this season is Chris Olivo, hands down. I think that I think he's like number 2 in overall standings, and I think number 3 in submission points or something like that.
Yeah,
but he's both, number 1 in personality for sure.
Him and Jet Thompson, even Jet Thompson, who last season or 2 seasons ago,
quiet
when he fought Varela in the finals, was as a quiet kid.
Yeah.
And now he's showing personality. He's kind of coming into his own and embracing his social media. And I agree, they both are doing well. But you're even seeing some of the other athletes. This is the move I hit last Wednesday because they go back to their gyms. This is what I hit last Wednesday at PGF against this guy. Let me show you how I did it.
Yeah.
And they're creating content and then collabing with PGF. And if they, you know what I mean? And I just want to throw it out there. If any of you guys want to collab with me when you do the demo, I'll accept the collab if it's a PGF athlete, just to help you guys grow. So if you guys are hearing that, BMAC, if you're hearing that, if these guys are sending demo moves and they want to help, want more reach, I'll help them. I'll collab with them. But yeah, that's I think it's good. I think anybody who's shitting on that is dumb.
I agree. That was a great match. That was a fucking
cool it was grass tired watching it. I was like, God, I'd have been a cuck wall for sure. For sure. All right, let's finish the questions.
All right, this question is from Efren. Says, got a question for the pod, guys. I've been doing jiu-jitsu since May, pretty much went all in on it, stopped lifting completely, partly because I didn't want to feel recovered. Partly because I didn't feel recovered enough, and I don't have the time for double days. As my body has adjusted, I started lifting 2 times a week on days that I don't do jiu-jitsu. Do you guys have any recommendations on splits throughout the week, or should I push for double days and have full rest days?
What do you think?
I would say, I guess it all depends on the type of training that you're doing. I think that there's some training that would be definitely more beneficial to jiu-jitsu versus others. I think traditional weightlifting, if you're doing like, I don't know, split weightlifting, like, isolated workouts, like, it's back and bi day, chest and tri day, leg day, etc. I think that that's going to just be not super beneficial. Like, yeah, you're going to build muscle. Yeah, you're going to get stronger, but I don't think it's going to translate as well as other training might. I think something like a kettlebell style, like cross circuit workout is probably going to be better because you're going to be focusing on explosive techniques. And I think you're going to get full body workouts at that point. And I say you can try to double days because you can knock a good full body kettlebell workout in like 30 minutes. But I would at least take one rest day. And like, I mean, a good rest day, not just like sit at home all day, but like do something for recovery. Go get a massage, sit in the hot tub for like an hour, go do an ice bath, something like that, to where your body's going to actually be healing. And make sure on your rest day, more than anything, that you get a fucking solid good night's sleep if you can. That's not Matt. Matt doesn't sleep. We all know this. I've personally witnessed it. So that doesn't work for Matt. But that's what I would do if I could. And then maybe on your off days, if you can't necessarily get a full workout in, like do some cardio, hit a bike or something like that. Go for a run if you're a runner and your knees aren't shot. I mean, you're early in jiu-jitsu. If you're not 40 like we are and have tore up knees before jiu-jitsu, or you have tore up knees from jiu-jitsu, then you might still be able to run. But running isn't in cards for Kenny, so.
I definitely don't sleep, but I would look. The reason I would do so, I used to do this too when I was lower belt. I was lifting heavy, like we've already discussed. Your boy was powerlifting and just trying, got Googling Speedos and shit. He's really into that lifestyle of like bodybuilding, right? But I would not lift on the days I did jiu-jitsu because my ego was high, and I was trying to impress the professor. And I didn't want to be sore and lose my sparring rounds. So I was trying to save my energy for jiu-jitsu. So how I ended up doing was lifting after jiu-jitsu. So maybe if you want to lift during jiu-jitsu days, lift after you train. Mm-hmm. If you're trying to like, don't want to like your rounds to suffer. But if it's because of body recovery, your body can't handle it, then yeah, I think twice a week is fine. But you definitely, like Kenny said, you need to have some rest days. You need to let your body like recover. You sound like you're single from that schedule. Because Kenny and I, there's the day where it's like, no, dude, I got to do family stuff. I can't, you know what I mean? But, it gets harder as you get older. Especially with Blue Chew, not a sponsor, but I would definitely say plan on a rest day, and your body will adjust. If you force your body, like, hey, no, we lift and we train every day. That's what we do. Your body will say, okay, that's what we do. You know what I mean? And then it'll react. It won't be a sore. It'll happen. It's going to suck at first, but like what Gordon Ryan, he's a bad example because of his health, but they train every day. There's not a day that he doesn't train. So you just got to listen to your body. You know
Gordon's even said, I think on the Rogan podcast, he was talking about the training every day, and he goes, even if I'm injured or hurt or something like that, I just train lighter and smart. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still training, I'm still getting reps in and rounds in, but maybe I don't do full blown rounds. You know what I mean? Maybe we just do some drilling and I just really focus on. But drilling. as a newer guy, you can't really say I'm just good. You can't just tell professor like, hey, I'm just drilling today.
You know what I mean?
Right. No, I get that.
As like maybe got a dirty blue or purple, like, hey, I'm kind of tweaking myself. You kind of establish yourself on a team. But as a newer guy, you're like, I'm trying to like make my name on this team.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna tell guys like, no, I'm just chilling today. Like that could be kind of difficult. But I think you're listen to the body, listen to your body is the thing. Like constipation, bro. If you gotta poop, you poop. If you don't, you don't. Your body's gonna tell you if it's real or not. Hey, I'm sore. I need to take a rest day. Take a rest day.
This is a question from Plaka080. Intro music is sick. Where it be from? That is a homie of mine, Frankie. I don't even think he has an IG for music anymore. But he's a producer. He does a lot of ghost producing for other people and stuff like that. So I asked him to make an intro song. He made us one. Rosas for life. Kenny, what do you think, Matthew?
A little backstory before that. A little backstory about the music. When we created this podcast, I swear to God, guys, it was in 10 minutes. We had everything done. How quick did it?
Oh, yeah.
Kenny's like, hey, these are some podcast names. What do you think? I'm like, oh, I like that one. Boom. Name in. Hey, what do you think of this interest music? Oh, sick. All right, done. It was like, there was no like A or B. We didn't have like, no, like we came to, it was like boom, 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 done. It was like quick.
Yeah. I don't know when something's right.
I just feel like this was meant to be.
Yeah.
That's how meant to be. It feels like our podcast, our friendship is, it was just, yeah, sure. Boom. Run it. Cool. Yeah. No. Oh, dude, I can't podcast this week. My family's in town. Hey, mine is too. I can't either. Oh shit. Okay. Boom. Everything just perfect.
And to that point, and we've mentioned this many times before, Matt and I did not know each other on a personal level in any way, shape, or form before this podcast. Like this is all, you've watched this friendship go from basically strangers to what it is now. And, you know, I've mentioned before, Matt is absolutely one of my best friends. Talk to the guy almost every single day. You know, I know his family. He knows my family, things like that. Our kids are friends. Like this is, it's wild how organic and how easily things have just meshed and kind of fallen into place. But to Matt's point, it just feels like, you know, things are meant to be. And I think when you're on the right path and you're making the right decisions, that in a lot of different aspects in life, they tend to just fall into place the way that this has. So, you know,
fucking jiu-jitsu soulmates, dude.
Oh, Rosas for life. Kenny, what do you think is Matthew? Thumb in or thumb out? I read that verbatim, by the way. He says, I think he's thumb in. Os.
How many minutes? How many minutes are we into this podcast, dude?
45. Unleash the Kraken.
Yes. No.
I mean, hey, based on that video that you posted the other day with the female contraceptive device, that could be a thumb in.
Oh, dude.
It's a fist in.
You know what I love about the newfound love of my stitches is Kenny will come in there and say something funny. And for some reason, woke ass ladies come in the comments and just go at Kenny. Like Kenny just attracts blue hair bandits, dude. And like they'll just come in and just be like, and Kenny's like, yeah, everybody can tell the guy's joking. Like in the comment.
Yeah. I'm like, you know, and
then of course like, oh, I'm pinning this because I want people to see. I pin it.
Hey man, I think people like that in general, they are so unhappy that they're just constantly on the prowl for reasons to be pissed off, upset, and bitch about things. So, yeah, there's no helping those.
That was that stitch goes even longer. The lady talks about like, make sure they don't use a condom when you use it. Also, make sure you replace it per use. I'm like, well, yeah, you don't want to fucking load it up, dude.
Flip it inside out.
Dude, turn like underwear, like dirty underwear. She just turns it inside out and puts it back in. Gross.
Different
dude.
Guy.
I have the dopest algorithm in the game. That is untouchable.
I disagree
it is
with that.
untouchable, dude.
Matt sends me frequently things that are on his algorithm, and I just shake I'm like, why are you watching this today, this morning?
I don't watch it. It's given to me, bro. The gods send it to me for content.
Bro, that video.
I'm thankful every day.
That video that you sent this morning might have been one of the most unintentionally disgusting things I've ever seen.
Which one?
Old lady.
Oh, yeah.
So bad. So, and not like, it's really not that bad, but it's so bad.
It's so bad, dude. It's stuff I can't even put on here, dude. I can't. You guys will never see that one. You'll never see it because you don't know me like that.
Kylo CC, Kyloke. What the hell are ghost clothes? Glad you asked.
We're coming into spooky season. It's good to let people know what the ghost clothes is.
Ghost clothes is a quote from one of the early episodes. I think it might have been like episode 2 or 3 where we're discussing headgear. And Matt is just going in on his reasons why you don't wear headgear or a gi while you're like, don't put your gi on at home and then drive to class. And and he did give a concession to the ladies. He's like, hey, look, if your gym doesn't have a changing room and whatnot, and you want to like throw your gi pants on before you come in and you wear your rash guard in and all that stuff, like I get it. I totally get it. But if you die, whatever you die in, those are your ghost clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're driving to jiu-jitsu and you've got headgear on, or you're wearing a full gi, or both, God forbid both, white belt, helicopter knot, and you get in a car accident and you die, like that's what you walking around in heaven in. Fucking a shitty
and people drive with their belts tied like a 7-year-olds.
Yeah, a shitty Sanibel gi and a fucking
You're just in an elite gi, some shitty fucking Crocs, a helicopter knot belt.
Yeah.
Like, in a t-shirt under because you haven't found a rash guard your size yet because you don't know what size you are yet. Like, come on, man. That's not cool. It's not cool. And then you're just going to scare people when you're dead? No. Someone has to discover your body, will you in? Is this him?
That's what your family's going to identify you in?
You're just there and you're fucking shitty ass fucking gi. No, dude. It's not cool. Is this him, ma'am? Oh, Jeff. Yes. No, yeah. So that's what I say. I bring a gym bag. I wear a gym bag. I bring a gym bag. I dress. I wear compression shorts. I feel like compression shorts are not underwear. So I'm not like, you know what I mean?
I just wear shorts and throw gi pants over. I've never had an issue.
That works too.
I've never had an issue with.
If you're a tighty whitey guy, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah, don't do
First of all, you're kind of creepy in general.
Yeah.
My tighty whitey guys, we got to evolve. We're not 7. Again, you're not 7 years old if you're wearing
pick out your own underwear. You should not be in tighty whities. That should not even.
You should not be wearing fruity baloomies. Yeah. Like, now, granted, I want this podcast. I need this podcast to have a MeUndies sponsorship because I can test. We're grown ass men, and there's a set I wear. There's a pair of underwear I wear that's like 6 years old, dude. It's got holes in it and shit. My wife's like trying to throw it away 3 times. Like, I love these ones, dude. Guys don't like to buy underwear. These are my jam right here. So yeah, we'll take a MeUndies sponsorship. That's fine. But the tighty whities, those got to go. Like silk underwear. Every young guy tries silk underwear. Those are bullshit too. Just walking around hard all day from the friction. Nah.
There's a small subsection of 17, 16-year-old kids that listen to this podcast. If you heard that, Matt either just embarrassed you or saved you a lifetime of fucking mockery from your friends because you will now not buy silk underwear.
Don't do it, man. It's not cool. But yeah, no tighty whities. You don't want to die in those, and you don't want to die in a gi. That's ghost close. Period. How many little girls pass away in creepy dresses, dude?
Right.
Come to think of it, all the scariest ghosts are little girls, long hair and creepy dresses, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what was going on at church back in the day?
This was a question from a gentleman named Austin. It says, question for the podcast. Do y'all think the winning team of CJI 2 changes jiu-jitsu world as far as opening it to a whole new level? The winning team will basically be considered the best team in the world. And my thoughts are this could open a whole new segment in jiu-jitsu and where we can possibly start seeing more team competitions in this format in the future. So I told this guy, I said, I already know how we're going to answer this, but we're going to answer it anyway. I think it's a good question for the pod. One, this is a rule set or a style of competition borrowed from Quintet. So this already exists. There's plenty of Quintet competitions out there. So I think they're fun. The thing is that typically Quintet competitions are team competitions. And Matt has made this point in the past. I don't know if he's ever said it on the pod, but he's definitely said it to me. I do think that the way that the current CJI 2 teams are being structured, there's only one team that is really that team. And what I mean by that is 10th Planet is 100% 10th Planet guys. But Autos has non-Autos athletes competing on their team. New Wave has non-New Wave athletes competing on their team. B Team has non-B Team athletes competing on their team. The Australasia team is no particular team. It's literally compiled of a bunch of different teams. Daisy Fresh has Brandon Reed, who is a Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. He's not a Daisy Fresh athlete. He's competing on their team. So I think that any team that wins this, with the exception of 10th Planet, is going to have an asterisk next to their W because it is not exclusively their athletes. I think the wildcard idea was initially good because I think it was semi-essential because it did allow these great athletes that maybe don't have a team representing them. I'm throwing a hypothetical out there. Let's just say one of the Tackett brothers was not signed to UFC BJJ and they wanted to compete. Well, they're checkmat athletes and there's no checkmat team. So in order for one of those guys to compete, they would have to go to a team and compete on that team that they don't belong to. I think Mika is the same way. Mika, isn't he on New Wave? So Mika's yeah. Mika went to New Wave. He's not a New Wave athlete, and the team that he represents doesn't have a team in CJI. So it's like we wouldn't see Mika in CJI if it wasn't for this wild card possibility. But like I said, to that point, there's going to be an asterisk next to it if New Wave wins, because if Mika takes out a third of it, or 3/5 of a team in one of the rounds, like, did New Wave really do it or did Mika do it? You know what I mean? And Mika's not New Wave.
This is why I think it's not. I thought the wild card thing was awesome at first. I thought it was a great idea. And I thought there's just going to be like one wild card team, not guys get a wild card. Like I thought like the whole team was just going to be guys that didn't have a squad, right, just to fill in if they didn't have enough teams. Right. And I thought the elite team, I thought CJI 1 was so popular that all the teams wanted to represent. I thought we were going to have like the big teams. I thought there was going to be like Gracie Baja and Checkmat, and the original poster had all the big teams, you know what I mean? Had Bushesha and all these. I was like, holy crap. Finally, the real fans, which is the students, are going to get to see who is who. And the biggest names of each school are going to represent their brands. Like, these are our guys. These are our guys. But, and I'm not knocking on the athletes in there because they're all world class, because you don't go to CGI unless you're a world class athlete. But some of the guys that are representing their teams are, I would say, compared to the guys in their own gym, are maybe A- tier, B tier. You know what I mean? Like, you have good guys, but like some of their best guys aren't doing it. You know what I mean? And then again, you have some teams that aren't there. Period. Didn't show up. So that's why I think maybe they'll go for the million. One guy is probably the best, But this is what we do. We wanted to see that what could happen, and that's cool. But I think the 1 versus 1 the tournament. I think it should go super tournament, one guy for the $1 million. And then as like an undercard thing, just have for 2 teams go at it for the money. And like this year it's 10th Planet versus Fight Sports.
Right.
And have legitimate guys. Next year it's going to be, that could be one of the matches, a quintet, you know what I mean? Next day here after that's going to be Checkmat versus Autos. You know what I mean? And like
if CJI became something more than just a once yearly thing, or let's say Quintet comes back around, because Quintet was doing that. I think if you did like a long tournament, you know, the way that like Bellator did when they did their like $1 million fucking welterweight tournament or super light heavy, whatever it was. It's like, okay, it's going to be not a one night tournament. We've got 16 teams. We're going to do one quintet a month. We're going to do, or one quintet every 2 months. So that gives you a year. 16 teams. We'll do 2 every other month. And then you basically just break down your brackets that way. I mean, maybe it might take, you'd have to do once a month probably because.
Yeah. So I don't like, as the question goes, is it going to change the landscape of jiu-jitsu? No, I think the landscape of jiu-jitsu is already changing with just people wanting to watch jiu-jitsu, whether it's PGF, CJI, UFC, BJJ. I think it's getting more popular. It's getting bigger. It's getting, it's growing that way. I think the outcome of this winter, yeah, like Kenny said, if it was 10th Planet, which is all 10th Planet guys, they could definitely talk their shit.
100%. 100%.
They for sure. But the other teams will have asterisks because they're not legit they're super teams formed. It's not legit. They're not homegrown talent.
Yeah.
So
they're like the Yankees.
Right. If it's not like, I think, hey man, watch yourself. I think
I'm glad you acknowledged that before catching it.
It ain't helping right now, dude. We suck. We're freaking lost so many games right now. I don't want to talk about it. But like seriously, 10th Planet could talk if they win. I'm curious to see if, because they're all the same team, if they will be able to use that because they all have personal relationships as a team, if that helps them in any way in the tournament, or is that 10th Planet style too one-dimensional and the other quintet teams have so much mixed styles that it's easier to beat. So there's a lot of different variations of the storyline that I'm excited to watch, but I don't think that the winner of this is going to like put jiu-jitsu on the map in any way. I think jiu-jitsu is on the map. I think it's a zit and it's ready to pop. I truly believe that. So, but still great for the sport. Exciting.
In the past, 10th Planet had done a quintet tournament, and this is a clip that I actually saw this week. It was Eddie Bravo talking, and he was talking about how Richie Martinez went out and I think it was like his second match. He'd won his match. He stayed in and he went against somebody from the other team. And he ended up losing to that guy. And next person to go out was Gio. So Eddie sends him out right after Richie Martinez loses. And Eddie looks at Gio and he goes, avenge your brother's loss. And then Gio goes out there, and Gio is like significantly smaller than the guy that just beat his brother. Significantly smaller. Jumps, throws him in like a front headlock, and ends up, they go to the ground and whatnot, scrambles, and Gio ends on top, and Gio subs the guy. You know, like that. I think that's such a cool fucking story. Like, you know, if you have the right coach and he knows his athletes, and he knows what's going to motivate him, and he knows what this is the thing that I got to say to make this guy go out there and put it all on the line, and that's the only way he's going to get this W. I mean, if you looked at the guy standing next to Gio, you're like, there's no way Gio beats this guy. And Gio just had the right words of motivation, and it was just the perfect storm when he went out there and he fucking submits the guy.
Like if you're 10th Planet right now and your team is all 10th P guys, and you see someone like Mika signing with New Wave, or someone signed with Autos too. I can't even think of the name right now. And you're like, what the fuck, bro? Like, it's $500,000 on the fucking line. You know what I mean?
Right.
How'd they get Mika? You know what I mean?
Right.
What the fuck? Like, I like it. I'm excited for it, but I don't think, maybe this is shooting the pod. I don't know, whatever. Maybe shooting the pod. I don't think this is what, and I think people listen to us because they want us the truth. I don't think this was the plan when this was all created. I think there was better teams planned. I think there was better stuff planned. I think a lot of things fell through. I think UFC BJJ threw a wrench in some bullshit. I think a lot of no competes. I think a lot of stuff happened where this is not what CJI was expecting. I still think there's great talent. I still think there's a great chance. I think it's going to be super exciting and a lot of content to be made and big money to be made. And I think it's great for the sport, but I don't think this, as a viewer or as even the people creating it, is what they had originally planned. And that's just me being what we're supposed to be. Media. We're not shills for any brand. You know what I mean? No one pays this podcast. If you want to, go to bjjbalance.com. But you just want the truth? This is the truth. I don't think that this is what was planned. I still think it's great, but I don't. We wanted a PlayStation 5 and we got a PlayStation 4, but mom didn't know. And she got us a PS4 and we opened it at Christmas. Like, oh shit. And we're like, oh fuck, it's the 4. You know what I mean? That's just kind of, I'm so excited. You can still play these games on it, right? Yeah, I can. But the 5 is out. I mean, I think we were expecting big. I think such a huge moment from CJI 1 was so big. And then this teams format was so freaking dope at the beginning. And we're like, holy shit, I can't wait. And now we're like, fucking, that's sick. It's still sick. It's still sick. But, you know, we got a fucking Corvette, but it's the color you didn't want.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I could be the only one thinking that. I don't know. That's just how I feel.
No, I agree with you 100% on that. Hey. No. Hey. No dildos on the mat at CGI 2.
Oh, dude. Hey. WNBA basketball's on fucking fire right now with the dildos fucking launching, dude.
Somebody sent me something the other day. It was after the second dildo went out that there was more bets placed about the next dildo, when it would go out and what color it would be, and people actually betting on the actual games themselves.
Bro, I gotta find it real quick. Someone sent me something today. My boy James sent me something here today. Let me see, dude. I was laughing today. Where are you at, dude? Anyways, it was something like, here we go. Sophie Cunningham from The Fever goes, stop throwing dildos on the court. You're going to hurt one of us. And then the guy in the comment, red one, bangarang. Stop playing basketball on a dildo range. Bonjour, dude.
All right.
That's not the first. Hey, Buffalo Bills games and stuff. There's always people throw dildos. That's not on hockey games. They throw fucking squids and hats and dildos on those too. Your sports is getting big, girl. Get used to it, dude. Cocks are in there.
We're going to burn through these last 6 questions. This is from Macau Skilokes. I'm sorry if I butchered that. That's a tough one. Can I go hard on my 250-pound strong as fuck nephew? He's special needs. I'm 8-month white belt. We are the same size. Good luck.
You're going to go hard on your special needs nephew, dude? That's gay, dude. That's some kind of Alabama shit are we talking about? What in Alabama? In jiu-jitsu? Yeah, sure. I don't know, man. No, but seriously, yeah. Go ahead, dude. He's probably stronger than you, though. He's probably stronger than you. I would say, yeah. Go ahead. It's jiu-jitsu, bro. It's not contact. Go hard on him.
Totally not John. First ever comp. Masters 2 blue belt. Never competed at white. What should I expect?
You should expect fucking rack. Forearms completely fucking gone.
Yeah. Bro, if you can build a cardio gas tank before this tournament and make it past the first minute, you probably will win your matches.
Yeah, you're gonna have burnt out forearms. You're not gonna know how to breathe. Right now I'd be standing up in class. No knees, no starting on your knees. You should be standing up, learning a takedown game. The biggest advantage that I believe our school has over almost all schools is we start on the feet. And whether you have a takedown or not, it's different breathing when you're standing. Mm-hmm. If your school is starting on the knees, you're doing your students a disservice when they compete, because no one starts on their knees. Only one starting on your knees in this life is your ex-girlfriend. You need to be standing. You need to be fighting, whether you have a takedown or not. I don't have a takedown. Well, guess what? You've learning how to breathe. You're learning how to push. You're learning how to pull. You're learning how to defensively counter wrestle, which is probably the number one thing you should be learning how to do. Getting under hooks, getting the under grip on the collar if you're doing gi. So start standing. Your tank will thank you later. And yeah, just expect hurt forearms, expect a sore forehead if you're doing an 8th leg solo dance, and just expect to be fucking more tired than you had even thought because of adrenaline dump.
Steve Deasy does it. Best takedown for a 41-year-old white belt who just started.
No, there is none. There is none. You're scared to shoot. You're scared to get sprawled on. I would say maybe work on lapel drags, but I would just work on counter wrestling. Everybody in jiu-jitsu plans when they first compete, if I can hit this one takedown, I can be on top and I can win. Everybody plans that. Everybody has an idea of like what they're going to do. And I can hit it and I can be glorious for my wife and kids, and I can stand on the medal and I can get my gold. I can get my gold and post it to social media, and my 300 fucking family and friends will like it. It'd be great. But guess what? The person you're going into is probably his first tournament too, and he's thinking the same thing. And if you haven't hit the takedown 3 times in class live, don't throw it. Let them do the move that they're planning. If I could just hit this move, let them throw that, and you sprawl it, or you counter it, or you stay heavy, or you see it coming, or hopefully you have a good coach like, lapel drag's coming, get ready, and can call it out, and then let them miss and let you stay on top and let you win. So work on your counter wrestling.
This is Utah. Give me 2 version 2.0. Shout out to
damn, man, that one got closed, huh? Version 1 got shut down. Forgot the password.
Shout out for the Point Break fucking quote. I'm burrito big. Tonight I drank 9 Asahis and ate 3 bowls of ramen. Should I train at 8:30 a.m.? Bro, how are you not fucking puking right now?
Kenny, you're the perfect one for this.
Bro.
You're the one who's puking.
Yeah. 9 Asahis. Okay, that's 9 beers, 9 Japanese beers, and 3 bowls of ramen. I cannot physically eat 3 bowls of ramen. As a man that is 6 foot, 220 pounds, I cannot physically eat 3 bowls of ramen, let alone drink 9 beers and then eat 3 bowls of ramen. I'm impressed. I'm also scared for your gut health. Sir, sure, just shit tonight or first thing in the morning before you go. Otherwise, you're going to have a biohazard on the fucking mat. Splatter Saint, is it normal?
Yeah, I've never drank beer at all, so I don't know.
Yeah, the man's never had a sip of alcohol in his life. Splatter Saint, Is it normal for a doctor to light scented candles before a prostate exam, or should I find a new dentist?
I think we all have a fantasy about hooking with a doctor. I always have fucking hairy knuckles fucking doctors. That's my problem. And I know butt play is a thing. And
at the dentist office?
Not the dentist, but I know butt play is a thing. And like, they're like, dudes, you got to try it, dude. There's fucking G-spot, and then every man's fucking prostate is a good place to try it. Right, Kenny? Kenny knows. Constipation, right? But I know when we get like 45, Kenny, they're going to, old doc's going to get up in there. Do you want to go in? Are you going to be a virgin when that happens?
I Never had a
Is the first man that gets inside you going to be big old hairy knuckles Doc?
I never had a finger up the old asshole, but I did have a prostate exam via cam, and I had to drink a bunch of liquid to clear my pipes, and then they put me under. So I don't know what happened when I was out, but apparently it was relatively quick, and I woke up feeling like a spring chicken. So
give you energy. It could have been a WNBA green dildo for all we know.
That's the only time I've been out. Actually, no, I've been out twice. I've been out once from a dental exam or tooth pulling, and once from this. Last question, Matt D. Falcon 217 trains to check Matt Murrieta. This is geared specifically for you since you're since you're transitioning from burrito big to militia meaty. Kick your boy down a gi or two.
Hey, Falcon, got you, baby. I got you. Your boy gets geese a lot. I have extra geese. We can make that happen. We can make something happen. Shout out Mini Matt Chat. Yeah, we definitely can make that happen. Your boys, and look, I don't know. Maybe I am at A3 now. Kenny's like, you might be A3 now. It's like, I don't know.
Bro, if you're saying
they are feeling kind of loose.
236. You might be.
I'm 244.
Oh,
right now.
24. Okay, 240. Okay, you said 240.
But when I was 236, I was still wearing A4.
I think you're in an A3 or close to it.
Definitely in the legs.
Yeah.
In A3.
Yeah. See, the problem is that Nate's his A3s are A3Ls.
Long.
Yeah. So.
But that might work for me too. Like an A3W or something.
I wonder if anybody at 6 a.m. has A3. So you could just try the jacket on.
Yeah, I got to figure it out. Hey, shout out 6 a.m. Shout out my boys and girls at Team No Sleep. Y'all got some new belts this weekend. I'm very proud of all you guys. Good job. Way to work. And it smells like gauntlets tomorrow. It smells like the big gauntlet yesterday because you're getting this on Tuesday, but gauntlets are coming. And I'm going to say this right now. You don't have to walk them. Whether you don't feel like you don't believe in them or maybe you don't want to walk the gauntlet because it's going to hurt and you don't want to do that. And no one has to do the gauntlet. You earned your belt. Your belt is your belt. You got awarded your belt. That is your belt. Walking the gauntlet doesn't say you got it or you don't. But it'd be a lot cooler if you did walk it. But like, you are what you are. Like, I think a lot of people like, if I don't walk it, I'm not a true belt. No, you're a true belt. If you don't ever walk the gauntlet, you are what you are. The gauntlet doesn't define your rank, but I think it's a cool thing to do. Old man Jay is so old. He's so old. He's like, his skin is just bleeds if you look at it funny. We're gonna rip this old fucker in half, Kenny. He just got his purple belt. We're going to rip this old dude in half. He's got shingles.
Motherfucker said old man Jay is so old.
Old man Jay is so old, dude. He went to prom and it was like a sock hop. He's old. He's an old man. You know how old he is? My mom's like, yeah, old man. I was like, my mom's so hilarious. I go, old man Jay got his purple belt. And she's like, who's old man Jay? He's like, oh, he's an older guy in training. He's like 65, which is not old at all. Old Jay, you're not old. She's like, is he single? I'm like, Mom, God damn it. My mom's on the hunt, dude. Is that it?
That's it, brother.
You think what I'm thinking?
Aim for the bushes, Matt.
Aim for the bushes. My name is Matt at O's Nation BJJ. This is Kenny at Freak Party BJJ. Follow us on all our social medias. Instagram, Facebook. BJJ Balance is on Facebook now. If you want to follow the pod on Facebook, it's there. YouTube, thank you so much. Getting monetized on the BJJ Balance account now on Instagram. We made 3 cents on a post the other day. Jeez. The Discord, killing it. And
Discord's been active.
Go to BJ. Huh?
So the Discord's been active.
Yeah. And go to bjjbalance.com if you're looking to sponsor the pod, you want to partner up with us. That's the best place to get that information. And if you want to get like merch drops or breaking news early, bjjbalance.com is the place to be. I have a seminar this Friday. Not a seminar. I'm teaching a class this Friday at Check Matt Corona. Jimmy Tat has opened the doors to me to teach. If you're in the area, SoCal area, and you want to come do the big man's class at Check Matt Corona, and you could be small. It's just a mindset here. Being a big man is a mindset for me. You want to come train? Kenny will be there. I will be there. Come meet us, hang out, roll with us. Legs will be there. We can make fun of them together. Come train at Check Matt Corona. I will be there. And also September 10th, not 11th, because that's a dangerous day. September 10th, I will be in Hemet at Roger Carpenter's American Jiu-Jitsu. I will be doing a seminar there. Hemet, California. So stuff coming up. Thanks to everybody for everything. I appreciate you guys. And we'll catch you on the next one. Oh.